Uh,
Good evening, everyone.
Meaning, sir.
So I
Good
hope
evening,
I'm
sir.
audible. I hope I'm audible to every one of you properly, loud and clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so people are joining in. Fine.
ओके ओके वही कर रहा हूँ मैं.
So this is what we have started yesterday, right? We started with number systems. This is what I think we have completed this very part, the classification part. Okay. So today we'll be going ahead with divisibility rules and factors. Okay. So what are the things that we have done yesterday? We have done something about complex number, the universal of
ब्लैक
all the
वाला नहीं है
numbers,
क्या?
the universal set of all the numbers.
ओ
So we have talked about
320
imaginary
बहुत
numbers,
महंगा लगा रहे भैया.
right? We have talked about something like 8i, 9i,
बहुत महंगा है.
10i, something like that. So what we have learned in there is that imaginary numbers
हाँ लेकिन ये
are
पानी
those
ज़्यादा ही निकलता ना
numbers
इसमें.
which
हाँ लेकिन ज़्यादा निकल जाता
whose
पानी ज़्यादा.
values we cannot
इसे
whose values
हाँ
we
ना वही मैं
cannot
इसी बात के लिए
directly
वो ब्लैक
predict,
अच्छा
or
है.
we don't have the exact value of that number. That's why we call them as imaginary, right? This is what we have learned yesterday. So we have also discussed whether can we compare imaginary numbers like 8i and 9i. Is it possible for us to compare? So we have
भाई
seen
कम
that
कम है ना छोटा.
8i and 9i cannot be compared. The reason being they are
हाँ
imaginary
लेकिन
numbers.
हमको
So
थोड़ा
this
ये
is what we have seen
छोटा लग रहा है ना.
yesterday. Okay, so this is just for general information, and these kind of questions might be asked only during personal interviews and nothing else. Nowhere else, no in not a single test, aptitude test have asked these questions. Okay, so we were focusing more on the real part. Okay, real numbers are those numbers which we have seen, which
ब्लैक वाली
exist
का
in
कौन सा
real,
है?
and we have seen rational. There are two types of real numbers. One is rational, another is irrational. So we have also seen rationals are those which can be represented in the form of p by q with the necessary condition of q not being 0. Okay, so there was, if q not being 0, so we are left with two conditions. One is q being 1, another q not being 1. So we have seen proper fractions, fractions like 1 by 2, 1 by 7, 2 by 3, all these fractions where numerators greater than denominators. So those are proper fractions. If you reverse them, let's say where the numerators are greater than the denominators, then we have improper fractions like 7 by 3, 10 by 3, and
हमने
so on.
लगा तो अच्छे से.
Mixed are those which have the complete part, that is the whole part,
छोटा इसीलिए
something like 7 whole 1 by 2, or 7 whole 1 by 11, and so on. This is what we have seen, right? Now another one that we have seen is when the denominator becomes 1. The numbers like 0, 1, 2, 3. I'm going a bit fast because we have seen this yesterday. We're
200 बोल
just,
रहा मैं तो वो
doing some uh, recap of what we have done yesterday. So if you find it very fast, just chill. We have already seen this. That's why I'm going it fast. Okay. When we learn new concepts, I'll go it slow. So 5 and so on. And we have negative numbers, -1, -2, and so on. Okay. So all the positive numbers are
लेकिन उसमें पानी बचता
all
नहीं
the
उसमें.
positive numbers that we call as positive integers
पानी
are
अच्छा नहीं लगता उसमें.
actually
पानी अच्छा लगता पीने के लिए.
natural
ये
numbers that we
200
have
में
seen
लगा थे तो
from
सही है.
here till infinity, right? Then we have negative numbers. 0 is neither positive nor
दुकानदार ज़्यादा
negative.
बेच देने का, एक
Okay,
खाना 300 में बेच देने यार.
and we have also seen if we include 0 along with natural numbers, those are called as whole numbers. Okay, so what we were normally focusing
इसीलिए
on
अभी कर
was
रहे
the
हैं बराबर है
natural
200.
part.
वो छोटा है
Okay,
इसीलिए 200 बोल रहे हैं, तो
so
अभी
this is
कम
number line system. These are called as natural numbers. We have also seen what is the applications of natural numbers. that we normally use in our day-to-day life. So natural number is what where we use in counting purpose. Right? We say three people, four people, five people, and so on. So for counting purpose, we use the natural numbers. All the fractions will lie somewhere in between
200 के
these
बारे में 300 का
numbers. Okay.
नुकसान कर लेंगे तुम.
So we have also seen the condition where if we have multiple even numbers coming in, when we have multiple even numbers, when we the sum
लाल वाला
will
दिख रहा है
always
वो
be an even
उल्ला
number.
क्या है ऐसा है क्या
And
तो बस स्कैम
if
हो
we
जाएगा
have
हमारे साथ.
even numbers multiplied with either even or odd will always be an even number. Then even by even we have two conditions. It may give us odd or even depending upon the numbers. Even by odd will always be an even number. But for odd numbers we have seen two conditions, right? Odd plus odd, but it has to be odd number of odds, like say 3 is 5 plus 7. We have three odds. So if you have odd number of odds, your answer will be odd. Otherwise, it will be even number. So we have also seen something like when I have 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9. I have seen four odd numbers. So my answer will be by default an even number. Right? So odd, if you multiply with odd numbers, your answer will always be an odd number. Say for example, 3 into 5. Both are odd. Your answer is 15. But whenever you multiply any odd number with an even number, your answer is going to be an even number. Now, if I say odd divided by odd, say for example, 15 divided by 5, your answer is going to be odd number. Okay. Now, these are the conditions when the numbers are divisible. Say for example, if I say 15, I'm dividing by 2. Okay, or 15, if I'm dividing by 7, this is not the condition I'm working on. The number has to be divisible. Okay, so we'll be considering those situations. Now, this is one example that we have seen yesterday. This is another example that we have seen. Along with this, we have seen another example of an income tax officer, now, to whom the person was trying to bribe him. Okay, another thing that we have very important one. We saw that natural number consists of, we have seen even numbers and odd numbers. The other part is prime numbers and composite numbers. One thing to note is, one is neither prime nor composite, which we have seen yesterday as well. So when I say prime numbers, I was pointing out these three numbers, right? 3, 5, and 7. These are the only three consecutive prime numbers with a difference of 2. We call it common difference because the differences are same. The difference is 2. Here also the difference is 2. That's why it is called as common difference. Okay.
हाँ
We
स्टैंड
have
का
also seen that any prime number which is greater than or equals to 5 is always of the form 6k plus 1 or 6k minus 1. Okay, so this is what we have seen yesterday. And then composite numbers are opposite of prime numbers, or we can say other than prime numbers, rest are all composite numbers. So I can conclude something
इथं पण भेटल रे ए
like
त्याच्यावरले महाग दिले त्या
all the natural numbers consist of even numbers and odd numbers. Okay, and also all the natural numbers consist of the number 1 plus all the prime numbers and all the composite numbers. Okay,
कसं दिलं दोन्ही
remember there is nothing in common between prime numbers and composite numbers. Okay, these are separate numbers. So if 2 is a prime number, then 2 can never be composite number. If 6 is a composite number, then 6 can never be a prime number. So if I try to imagine through Venn diagram, how can I draw a prime number and composite number? So if this is a set of prime numbers, okay, set of prime numbers, then this will be set of composite numbers. That means there is no intersection. Okay, there is no common between prime numbers and composite numbers. Okay, So if I combine them, I will get a
हा पण
natural
बरोबर बसतं
number.
ना नाही तर बस
So 1 will lie outside of this. If natural number ka set is represented by this rectangle, so inside natural number there's a number 1, and rest are prime numbers and composite numbers. Okay, so this is just a pictorial representation how a natural number looks like, or what is the boundary, what is the range of natural numbers. Okay, so one important thing that we talked about is 1001, which is a product of three consecutive prime numbers. If you remember, it is okay. If you don't remember, also it is okay. So we were talking about 7, 11, and 13. Okay, 100. That is 7, 11, and 13. Okay. And in the last lecture, we have also seen this one. I will do a little recap on this because I'm not sure you have learned this properly yesterday. Okay. So we have seen this one as like 71 we need to test. I hope I'm audible to all of you properly. Am I?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 71, I'll do a recap. Okay. So 71, I was finding out the square root of 71. So if I find out the square root of 71, I'll get 8 point something. Okay, I told you what important to us. What is important to us is 8. Now you may confuse. Every time will I get 8 point something? No, not necessary. If you take the square root of 211, you will get 14 point something. So again, 14 point something is not important to us. Okay. Now what is 14 point something? So how did I get 14 point something? Now remember one thing. The nearest perfect square of 71, which is lesser than 71, is 64. So you need to focus on this number. Now 211, the nearest perfect square is 196, which is lesser than 211. Okay, you take the lesser one. So that's why I took 8. Okay, so because 64 ka root will be 8. So I was thinking about the prime numbers which is less than 8. What are the prime numbers? 2, 3, 5, 7. These are the only 4 prime numbers which is less than or equals to 8. So now I need to test whether the number 71 is divisible by 2, 3, 5 and 7. So I tested not divisible, 71 by 3 not divisible, 71 by 5 not divisible. Not divisible ka meaning is you will get a remainder. When you get a remainder, it is not divisible. This is the meaning. So 71 by 7, sorry 5. Acha, this is the number 7. So 71 by 7, I am not able to divide this. So that means if I am not able to divide by any of these, one one 211 is not divisible by 2. Am I right? So what I can say is, because it's an odd number, so it will definitely not divisible by 2. Same case goes for 3, 5, 7, 11 and 13. It will not be divisible by any of these. So I can conclude 211 is a prime number.
Screener, please.
Are you not able to see the screen?
Means stop.
Is it the same with every one of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Before 2 or 3 minutes, your voice also means not coming proper.
Are you still facing the same issue? Shall I repeat everything?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, no worries.
It is from 71 by 7.
Okay, no problem. Is the screen not visible?
Now
The
visible.
screen is properly visible, but after sometimes you write, that's not seeing to our.
Okay, okay, okay. That means the way I'm writing, it's not coming in sync, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is it okay now?
Now
Yes.
is okay, sir.
Okay. So okay, fine. Then I'll erase the numbers that I've written. I'll try to write it again. Okay. Okay. So 211 is what I have. So 211, to check 211, I will first take the square root of 211. So which I'm getting as point something. So I'm not interested in something. I'm interested in only 14. So that means I will check the prime numbers which are less than 14. For say for example 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, and 13. So these are the prime numbers that are available for me, less than 14 or equals to 14. So I'll test by each number, that is 211 divided by 2, not divisible. Okay. 211 by 3, not divisible. 211 by 5, not divisible. 211 by 7, not divisible. 211 by 11, still not divisible. 211 by 13, not divisible. Okay. So the number 211 is not divisible by all these prime numbers. So I can say 211 is a prime number. If the number is divisible by any one of these, you stop right there and then declare that number as a composite number, not prime number. Okay. So this is the necessary condition. In if you do programming in C, you might have to run the loop multiple times, right? So you might have to go from n equals to 1 till n equals to n by 2, or you might have to assign one counter, which we normally use the letter I as a variable. I equals to till the time I goes to n by 2, and then you do here I equals to I plus plus and so on. This is the iteration that you do, right? So here you will have to divide that number multiple times, which is n by 2. If the number is 71, so you will have to divide 71 by 2, which is 35. 35 point something. You have integer here, you will have 35 in that case. So there will be 35 divisions in that case. So we are avoiding those 35 divisions. We are dividing only 4 divisions. So this will have optimal solution. Okay. So regarding programming, they will not be asking questions. So there will be a technical round, that is after the aptitude round. There they might be asking the programming. Okay, the codes, the outcome of the codes, output of the codes. Okay. So moving forward, okay. So here are some examples that we can that you can solve or you can practice on. Okay. Now, before heading to the next, some examples of classifications. Um, Let me give you one small, very interesting story. Okay, this question was asked in an interview. The question looks like this. Okay, so the interviewer asked the students, okay, what is your roll number? Okay, the question goes like this: what is your roll number? And the student promptly replied, it is 1871. Okay, someone is asking roll number. It's very easy to answer. Now the twist comes in the next question. So you might wonder what can be the question. So the question goes like this: express
ऑलरेडी इथे
this
म्हटलं
very
कारण 10 पर्यंत लेक्चर आहे माझं नंतर
number in
घेऊन
the
टाक
form
ना
of a to the
हा
power m into m to the power a. So this was the question. Now the student has to think of, how do I express this number? I have no
बाहुबली
idea.
आहे
But
क्या
this looks something like uh, factorization of the number 1871.
छोड़
Okay, so it
छोड़
looks
इधर
something like this, and this should be
होगा
equals to
दरवाजा गेट होगा
1871. That means the question was asked like this: you express your roll number 1871 in
वो
the form of this.
वो 200 में भी
Okay.
है बहुत
The
महंगा
story
लिया
goes something like this: the
लाल
student
क्या
finally could answer that question. Okay.
वो कहता जल्दी पानी खत्म हो जाता वो लाल में मतलब जल्दी वो ठंडा करता
You
हो
might
लेकिन
wonder
उठता नहीं
how
पानी
can
ज़्यादा
this
उसमें
be possible? How do I
हाँ
express
नहीं
this?
ये
Okay.
350
So you wanna give it a try, or should I answer it?
हाँ रात को
You guys want to try?
दोपहर को है ना एकदम गर्म हो हाँ
Is there anyone who can answer this?
हाँ हाँ
I hope I'm audible to all of you.
Yes, sir.
चलता है ना
Okay. So please give it a try.
Yes.
नहीं नहीं कुछ नहीं एकदम अच्छे से
Okay, fine. I'll disclose
वो नेट
trying on this. Okay. So moving forward, some questions taken from your book itself.
हाँ हाँ
So this is one question. You'll find it on your book. The question goes like this: x, x plus 2, and x plus 4 are three prime numbers. The moment I see prime numbers, okay,
हाँ ना ना
all the information comes into my mind. Prime numbers क्या होते हैं? It starts from 2, 3, and so on. It continues on and on. What are the information available with me for the prime numbers? So prime numbers can be expressed as 6k plus 1 or 6k minus 1. Now this is not required for us because it will not be useful for this question. Or you may say, how can the prime numbers, what additional information do I have? Okay, so let's figure out. Find the number of possible solutions for x. Okay, what is the meaning of solutions, by the way? When I talk about solutions, roots, yes, roots is one of the, see, when you go deep down into the algebra, each and everything has a meaning. When we call it a solution, when we call it a root, okay, there is a difference between
हो क्या
calling it a solution and roots. Okay, so solutions are actually, I'll just not actually related to your aptitude point of view, but recently I saw one question. I saw one interview where these questions were asked.
अच्छे से है ना
The
सब घर
question
की रहे
goes
तो कहीं
something
को
like
बाहर
this:
रहने का
you have x plus y is equals to 3.
उतना ही है ना
Okay.
सब
What are the integral solutions for this? What are the integral solutions for this? When I talk about integral solutions, that means it represents the values of x and y which will satisfy this equation. Okay.
गाड़ी देख
Now,
के आना है
when I talk about roots, when I talk
ये
about
मेन रोड
roots,
रेसेस है ना ये
we
कंटिन्यू चालू
not
है
naturally see the roots only in
अभी अभी वो
quadratic
छोटे ये
equation
डाल दिए गति
ax square
मतलब पहले कुछ नहीं था
plus
तो पहले बहुत
bx
फास्ट में
plus
जाते
c
थे लोग
equals 0. Okay, we see such roots only in quadratic equation. Now what happens is, why do we call it equation? Why do we call it why do you call it a root, not equation?
What, sir?
So why do you call a root of an equation? Here it's
Sir,
solution.
Sir, your voice is breaking.
Not getting
Is it fine? Am I
No, sir.
still not audible properly?
Yes, sir. Now clear.
Okay, okay. I don't know why it is creating a lot of problems.
अरे कोणती मुंबई कुठली मुंबई
So my question is, why do we call this a solution here, and why do we call it a root here? Okay, there's a difference.
संदीपच्या गोळ्या राहिल्या
Now the difference is, when we call it a root, see, every equation, every algebraic expression
भाव आहे का तू
represents a graph. Say for example, this is quadratic equation, this is a straight line, everything represents a graph. इसको बोलते हैं हम लोग ग्राफ. ओके, सो फॉर क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन रूट का मतलब ये होता है कि ये जो लाइन है ये x एक्सिस y एक्सिस को कहां पे कट कर रहा है, इंटरसेक्ट कर रहा है. ओके, इसीलिए उसको रूट बोला जाता है. और स्ट्रेट लाइन, फॉर स्ट्रेट लाइन इसको सॉल्यूशंस बोला जाता है, बिकॉज एनी पॉइंट ऑन दिस लाइन इज नथिंग बट द वैल्यूज ऑफ x एंड y, इसीलिए उसको सॉल्यूशन बोला जाता है. ओके, सो दीज आर द टू डिफरेंस. रूट्स मतलब आपको एक्सिस को कट करना है, उस पॉइंट में जो x का वैल्यू है उसको रूट बोला जाता है. ओके, so these are the only two differences. Okay, so again I'm telling you this will be asked only during personal interview. ठीक है, am I clear on this?
हेलो सर,
हाँ,
इसका मतलब जो रूट होते हैं वो लाइन पे होते हैं और जो इक्वेशन ऊपर
Yes,
वाला है वो
yes.
मतलब लाइन पे
देखो,
किधर भी होते हैं, मतलब जैसे कि हाँ
जैसे मैंने यहाँ पे क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन ड्रॉ किया, रूट्स यहाँ पे होते हैं, ये देखो ये रूट्स होते हैं. ओके, अगर मैंने इसे लाइन ड्रॉ किया, ये जो लाइन ड्रॉ करने पर सारे पॉइंट्स जो हैं इसको सॉल्यूशंस बोला जाता है.
ओके सर.
ठीक है, सो बस यही डिफरेंस है. नाउ यहाँ पे भी आप लाइन ड्रॉ कर रहे हो तो यहाँ पे भी तो एक्स वाई कोऑर्डिनेट्स होंगे, तो ये एक्स वाई कोऑर्डिनेट इसी कर्व के ऊपर लाई करेगा, लेकिन इसको रूट नहीं बोला जाएगा, इसको बोलेंगे सॉल्यूशन. ठीक है, बट इस पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट को बोलेंगे रूट. सो ये डिफरेंस होता है. ठीक है, सो अगेन कोई भी अपनी राउंड्स में नहीं पूछेंगे, दिस माइट बी asked only during personal interview. Okay, again I'm telling you one thing, that during personal interview there is no specific uh, syllabus or no specific range from where the questions will be asked. Okay, so it is always like they can ask from any domain, any area. So that's why it is personal interview. Okay, now moving on to this, if you observe these three numbers x, x plus 2 and x plus 4, the solutions means it is asking about the values of x के कितने values possible है. Okay, if these are prime numbers, ये prime numbers हैं. Okay, if these are prime numbers, that means ये तीनों के बीच में देखो, they are consecutive and the difference is 2. कुछ याद आया? Consecutive and the difference is 2.
Difference of these three numbers.
हाँ,
7
क्या है? 3, 5 and
7.
perfect. मतलब ये x का value, this is the value of x, and the next one is the value of x plus 2, and the next one is the value of x plus 4. Okay, so this is 3, 3 plus 2 and 3 plus 4. और ऐसा तो दूसरा और कोई भी प्राइम नंबर नहीं है जिनके पास कॉमन डिफरेंस हो, राइट? तो मतलब there is only one solution. ठीक है, now look at this, why I'm mentioning one solution, मतलब x के एक ही वैल्यू पॉसिबल है and the solution is 3. तो क्वेश्चन में ये पूछा है, see people tend to make mistake, ऑप्शन में you will 1 also, then option में you will also find 3. So people normally take 3, but 3 is not the correct answer. 3 x का वैल्यू है, तो क्वेश्चन में पूछा है कि ऐसे x के कितने वैल्यूज पॉसिबल है, एंड दैट इज 1. एक ही वैल्यू पॉसिबल है और उस वैल्यू का वैल्यू जो है वो 3 है. ओके, आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू एक्सप्लेन.
यस सर.
So we have one more question from the book. Find the number of keystrokes required to type numbers from 1 to 1000. अब ये क्या बात हुई? What does the question say? हमें टाइप करना है 1 से लेकर 1000 तक. I need to type these 1000 numbers. But what do you mean by keystrokes? I have to press the key. Say for example, in order to type, let's say 576. This is a number. I have to press the key 3 times. Right? 5 के लिए मैं एक बार प्रेस करूंगा, फिर 7 के लिए एक, 6 के लिए एक. So I have 3 keystrokes. 3 keystrokes just for one number. अब सोचो, if I have to type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. All these numbers if I have to type, how many keystrokes will be required? Now you may ask कि 1000 नंबर तक कैसे काउंट करते रहेंगे? No, not necessary at all. So smart way क्या है? So I will think these are the single digit numbers. So how many single digit numbers are there?
9.
9. So right from 10 till 99, these are 2-digit numbers, right? So there will be exactly 92 digits.
9.
Correct? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Starting from 100, if I continue till 999, all these are 3-digit numbers. So there will be 900 3-digit numbers. Okay. Now if you look at हर एक सिंगल डिजिट के लिए, फॉर सिंगल डिजिट आई हैव टू टाइप वंस फॉर ईच नंबर. तो मेरा नंबर ऑफ की स्ट्रोक्स जो है वो 9 हो जाएंगे, क्योंकि हर एक के लिए एक एक बार ही मुझे टाइप करना है. बट फॉर 2-digit नंबर, हर एक नंबर के लिए मुझे 2 बार प्रेस करने पड़ेंगे. से फॉर एग्जांपल 10, I have to press 1 and then 0. So there will be altogether 180 keystrokes. Okay. Next, another one for next 3-digit number के लिए 900 into 3. Why 3? हर एक नंबर के लिए I have to press key 3 times. So that will be 2700. Now for the number 1000, I have to press 4 times. 1 के लिए एक बार, zeros के लिए 3 बार. So total is 4. Now can you add these numbers? What will be the answer? Anyone help me out with
2893.
2893. Perfect. So this is how. Now इस question में one findings that we can say is how many single digit numbers are there? Single digit numbers, ये हमारा finding है, that is 9. How many 2-digit numbers? That is 900 हो जाएंगे. Similarly 4-digit numbers, how many 4-digit numbers? 9000.
1.
Correct?
1, sir. 1.
1 है ना सर?
नहीं 4-digit numbers बोले तो जितने भी 4-digit numbers हैं, 4-digit numbers बोले तो कहाँ से कहाँ तक? From 1000 till 9999. नहीं, मैं इस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ. इस क्वेश्चन में ना सिर्फ 1000 तक ही है.
ओके सर.
1001 is not included. करेक्ट. अगर मैं 1001 को भी इंक्लूड करूं टिल 9999 तक, तो आई हैव 9000 सच नंबर्स. ठीक है, ये हमारे फाइंडिंग्स हैं. दिस इज द रिजल्ट और द फाइंडिंग्स फ्रॉम दिस पर्टिकुलर मेथड. हमारा आंसर तो 2893 तक ही है. इसके आगे अगर हम जाएंगे ना, तो वी हैव दीस थिंग्स. Am I clear, everyone?
या सर. इसमें भी एक
Yes, yes.
लॉजिक दिख रहा है ना सर, मतलब हर एक डिजिट से जब बढ़ रहा है तो वो एक जीरो बढ़ रहा है।
हाँ एग्जैक्टली वही जीरोस हमने किया। अगर किसी ने पूछा कि 6 डिजिट कितने होते हैं, कितने 6 डिजिट वाले नंबर्स होते हैं, 9 के साथ 5 और जीरोस लगा दो, राइट।
Yes,
हाँ
sir.
सर।
सो दिस इज द सिंपल वे टू आइडेंटिफाई कि हाँ चलो ऐसा भी होता है। ओके, सो मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट, a 2 digit number exceeds the number formed by reversing its digits by 27. Okay, how many such 2 digit numbers are there? अब ये तो क्वेश्चन दिखने में ही बहुत कंफ्यूजिंग लग रहा है। तो कहने का मतलब ये है कि एक ऐसा 2 डिजिट नंबर है जिसको हम उल्टा कर दें। Say for example, let's say I have a number like something like 72. 72, if you reverse it, you get 27. Okay, exceeds is one way or the other telling you to find the difference. Exceeds मतलब कितना ज्यादा है। Okay, so that is exceed. Now ज्यादा या कम फाइंड आउट करने के लिए हम नॉर्मली क्या करते हैं, we take the difference, that is subtraction. So this is what we are dealing with right now. So remember, whenever you get such question, always represent any 2 digit number as 10x plus y. Okay, so 10x plus y लिखने का the reason is x is a digit in tens place, y is a digit in ones place. Say for example, I have a number 53. बचपन में इसको पढ़ते थे हम लोग।
हाँ सर।
5 tens and
Plus
3
3.
ones. तो 1 हमें लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है, so you can write 3. So this is what we are trying to say. अगर आप इसको रिवर्स करते हो, if you reverse this digits, so what will happen? It will become 10y plus x. Okay, that means 53 का 35 कर दिया, somewhat like that. Okay, now if you take the difference, if you find the difference, so let us subtract. So if I subtract, what will happen is I can subtract 10x and x. So 10x minus x will be 9x. Y minus 10y will give us 9y. Now see the turning point, very interesting one. Huh? I can take y common and write x minus y. So 9 into something means it's a multiple of 9. तो जब कभी भी आप कोई भी नंबर 2 डिजिट नंबर को एनी 2 डिजिट नंबर और उसको रिवर्स कर दो, तो उसका जो डिफरेंस है वो हमेशा 9 के मल्टीपल में ही आएगा। So it may be 9 or it may be 18, it may be 27 and so on. So let's do this. The difference is coming out to be 18. Okay, so 18 means what? 9 into 2. आप कोई भी 2 डिजिट नंबर ले लो, हमेशा उसके रिवर्स को अगर आप सब्ट्रैक्ट करते हो, the difference will be always multiple of 9. Say for example, let me say 38. Okay, so 38 is a number, उसको आप रिवर्स करोगे तो you get 83. Okay, now you find the difference. अब 38 में से 83 माइनस नहीं कर सकते, so let me say 83 minus 38. Okay, so I'll subtract this. मुझे हमेशा इसका डिफरेंस जो है वो 9 के मल्टीपल ही मिलेंगे. So 13 minus 8, that gives us 5. Okay, 7 minus 3, that gives us, yes. तो ये क्या है एक्चुअली? 9 into 5 है. See, every time you see, it will always be multiple of 9. आप कोई भी नंबर ले लो, take any two digit number, उल्टा करो, the difference will always be multiple of 9. Okay, so now इससे हमें क्या shortcut way मिलता है, क्या analysis मिलता है, is that if you observe, ये देखो यहाँ पे, so let me change the ink to make it more appealing. Now if you look at this, x minus y, now why x minus y? X minus y means what? The difference between the two digits. Say for example, 5 or 3 में what is the difference?
2.
2. You see this 2 here? 8 minus 3 is 5, right? You see this 5 here?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, तो आप ऐसे quickly identify कर सकते हो when someone is asking कि चलो I have a number, let's say the number is 72. The number is 72. If you interchange, you will get 27. अब जो डिफरेंस आएगा वो हमेशा 9 का मल्टीपल आएगा, लेकिन कितना मल्टीपल? दिस डिफरेंस वाला मल्टीपल 72. 7 और 2 का डिफरेंस is 5, so you will get 45 as the difference here. Why? 9 into 5. Okay, so यही same analysis we will be using to solve this question. अब देखो मुझे पता नहीं है वो नंबर क्या है, ठीक है, मुझे सिर्फ इतना पता है कि उन दोनों का जो डिफरेंस है it comes out to be 27. Now since I know it will be 9 into 3, that means this difference, इन दोनों नंबर के बीच में डिफरेंस 3 होना चाहिए. So this is my finding. Okay, so again I'm telling you, number systems is a little bit of heavyweight topic. You will have to practice on this, otherwise ये एक बार में किसी को समझ में नहीं आता है. You will have to practice. Okay, and if you don't understand once, don't panic. When you revise once, you will be easily able to understand. Okay, so no worries in that. So just try to focus on what I'm trying to say or what do I analyze. Okay, so 9 into 3 here, that means the difference between the two digits will be 3. अब बोलो कि ऐसा तो बहुत सारे नंबर्स हैं.
63 numbers, sir.
63 as a number is also there. दोनों के बीच में डिफरेंस 3 है.
हाँ सर.
और 74 भी हो सकता है, और लेट्स से 25 भी हो सकता है. अब ऐसे बहुत सारे नंबर हैं, तो मैं ऐसे हर एक का चेक करते बैठूंगा? नहीं, हम इसमें एक छोटा सा दिमाग लगाएंगे. देखो कैसे हम क्विकली आइडेंटिफाई करेंगे. अब मुझे ये बताओ, रिवर्स करने के बाद द नंबर एक्सीड्स होता है या रिवर्स करने के पहले नंबर ज्यादा है?
रिवर्स करने से पहले नंबर ज्यादा.
रिवर्स करने के पहले ज्यादा है ना?
हाँ सर.
2 digit number exceeds the number. Okay, fine. तो मैं क्या करूंगा, I'll start from 9. रिवर्स के पहले नंबर ज्यादा होना चाहिए, राइट? तो I'll start from 9, क्योंकि यहाँ पे टेंस प्लेस में मैक्सिमम नंबर दैट यू कैन प्लेस इज 9. 9 से आप 3 कम कर दो, दैट इज 96. So this is one number. Second number is 85. Third number is 74. Look at the pattern. यहाँ पे same 9 I cannot put. I have to reduce the number, तो ये वाला नंबर भी कम होता जाएगा, since I want the difference to be 3. तो 63 आ जाएगा. What will be next number?
52.
52. Perfect.
41.
Next number is 41. Next number is 30. 3 आया तो यहाँ पे 0 लिखना पड़ेगा. Now I cannot reduce from 0. 0 के आगे नीचे और है ही नहीं. So these are my possible numbers. अब बोलोगे why can't I write 14? अब 14 को रिवर्स करोगे तो what I'll get 41.
आंसर
तो
नेगेटिव में
14 as हाँ 14 as a number is smaller than the number after reversing. हमें रिवर्स के पहले वाला नंबर बड़ा वाला चाहिए, right? So that's why instead of 14 I'm writing 41 here. Okay, क्योंकि 41 को if you reverse it you'll get 14 which is a smaller number. Okay, so these are my possible numbers. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. So altogether I have 7 such numbers. ठीक है, जिनको मैं जिनके digit को if you reverse and the difference that you get will always be 27. अब चाहे कोई भी एक नंबर ले लो, say for example out of this let me take 74. 74 को if you reverse it what you get 47. Okay, so the difference is 27. Okay, so this is my finding. Now if you may ask अगर 3 digit number दे दिया तो क्या करेंगे? So instead of 9 it will be 99. So this is my finding. For 2 digit it is multiple of 9. For 3 digit it is multiple of 99. अब ये कोशिश करके देखना, ठीक है? For 99 का क्या कैसे होता है? For 3 digit I'm saying 99 it is. You take any example. 715 you reverse it you get 517. The difference that you get you will be getting always multiple of 99. ये चेक करके देखना. I'm leaving this as a homework for you. Okay, so let's move to the next question then. हाँ, so I have 3 questions and I am allotting you 3 minutes to solve these questions. Okay, so let us try to solve it one by one. Let's see if we can solve this in 1 minute each. So everyone please give it a try. This is a variable x, okay? This is not an into sign. This is the multiplication sign. $60 x6 means it's a 4-digit number, okay? Where x is a digit in tens place. So are you done with the first question, everyone? Waiting for your response, please. Okay, I got 2 answers. Yes, your answers are right. Acha, Anil, have you completed that question x plus 2, x plus 4? Anil
No, sir.
Jankid.
Hello. No, sir. I won't take the pick of that. So can you please switch that once again?
Yes. No
Thank
problem.
you.
This was the question, right?
Yes.
Is it done?
Just a minute.
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir.
Okay. question number one, the answer is 0. Everyone has given the correct answer. Okay. Second one, I got only one answer so far. Third one, I got one answer. Nice.
Sir, 15, second answer.
15, please check once again.
Okay, sir.
Acha, do you want me to write down the solution for the first one if it is not done? One common mistake everyone make is this one. Um, it will be something like this, right? Divided by triple one. Simple. Because it's a multiplication sign. So when we change the sign, it becomes division. So people make a common mistake something like this. Triple one six time and then triple six के लिए again six time. People make a common mistake something like this, but it is incorrect. Okay, don't solve like this. How do we normally divide? Say for example, triple six divided by 11. बचपन में जैसे करते थे, you follow the same rule. Six time you get this. Now next time is to bring down the next number. एक digit by digit हम लोग नीचे लेके आते हैं ना. So when first digit is brought down here, अब देखो छः को 11 triple one से you cannot divide. So in order to bring the next number, you will have to compensate with 0 here. तब एक लेके आ सकते हो, लेकिन फिर भी नहीं हो रहा है. Next number लेके आने के लिए you'll have to put one more 0 here. Then you can bring it down. Now it can be divided by triple one. So I'll write 6 times. Now it can be divided. So the answer is 6006. So this means the value of x is 0. Okay. So question number 2, many of you have given the solution. I was expecting more solution, more answers.
हेलो सर.
हाँ.
सेकंड क्वेश्चन का आंसर नन ऑफ दीज आएगा शायद.
None of these. Acha, how many of you have done through two variables?
Yeah, sir. I am not two variables, but with one.
Use equation to solve this, but with a single variable. Okay.
Yeah, sir.
If the total number is 24, you take the first number as x. Can you tell me what can be the second number in this case? It is 24 minus x. You may ask how. Normally people लोग क्या लेते हैं? X plus y equals 24. I would suggest do not take x and y. If the total number is known to us, take one number as x. The remaining would be 24 minus x. Okay, so you will end up in one equation, single variable. So it says 7 times the first, 7x plus 5 times the second, 24 minus x, and this together makes us 146. So if I simplify this, I'll have 7x minus 5x, so I'll get 2x. And here I have 5 into 24, which gives us 120. So it will be 146 minus 120. So x would be 26 upon 2. So the answer is 13. So many of you have got the correct answer. I would suggest once you form the equation now, you can use the options to check directly. तो वो better रहता है. If I consider 13 as the option, correct option, let me assume and then verify. What will be 7 times of 13? 13 into 7 is 91.
91.
हाँ, तो अगर एक नंबर 13 है तो बचा हुआ नंबर इज 11. 11 का क्या करना है? 5 टाइम्स, that is 55. Now you check whether 91 plus 55 makes 146 or not. If it doesn't make 146, change the number, go to 15. Still doesn't make, go to 19. Still doesn't make, go to none of these, and so on. Okay. So आपके पास हमेशा whenever you have options, you can always try through options as well. Okay. Now necessary नहीं है that options, trying out through options will always work. Okay. So there might be situation where options are given some other thing and your requirement is something else. Okay. So question number 3, I received very few answers. I don't know why. Can you please give your answers of the third question in the chat box? You can type your answers. I got 3 answers. All of them are correct. Are you guys not able to send the message in the chat box? आपको बस टाइप करना है. So, okay, I hope I'm audible to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me solve it for you. When I say 4 by 5 of a certain number, I don't know what is that number. तो बचपन से हमें सिखाया गया है the unknown, take that as a variable x. So 4 by 5 of x is nothing but 64. So what will be the value of x in that case? Is it 80? 4/5 of a number is 64. So I can say it's 80. X ka value is 80. So I want to find half of that number. So half of the number is 40. Now, this is equation point of view. अब मैं I told you in the beginning yesterday that aptitude is something which defines the way you look at a problem. It all defines your approach towards a problem. Now, इसमें क्या approach हो सकता है different? See, what is the meaning of 4 by 5? Okay, the meaning is किसी भी चीज को मैं 5 हिस्सों में अगर मैं डिवाइड करूं इक्वल पार्ट्स, ओके, 5 इक्वल पार्ट्स, उसमें से 4 पार्ट्स इज 64. 4 पार्ट्स जो है 64 है, 4 इक्वल पार्ट्स है. तो 1 पार्ट कितना होना चाहिए? 18. तो 5 पार्ट्स कितना होना चाहिए? 80. See, this is how you understand a given problem. When I say 4/5 of a number means कोई भी नंबर का मैं 5 equal parts में if I divide, okay, out of those 5 parts, 4 parts is 64. Collectively 4 parts is 64. अगर 4 हिस्सा 64 है तो हर एक हिस्से में 18 बटनी चाहिए. Now the total is 5. That means 5 parts must be 80. Okay, so if this is 80, then half of 80 is, half means 2 parts, right? It is, sorry, 2.5 parts, that is 40. So अगर मुझे total number मिल गया तो I can easily say the half is 40. Understood how to look at a problem? Have you understood this
Yes,
one?
sir.
Another one. So question number 5. See, if don't worry if you find the sequence are not matching, the sequences are given as per the question number in your book, so that you can easily locate the question. 4/5 of a number exceeds. I told you exceeds से हमें क्या पता चलता है?
Difference.
The difference. Yes. 4/5 of a number exceeds its 2/3 by 8. What is the number? So you first try with the equation, with an equation, and then I'll try to explain it without using equation. अब बिना equation के इस question को कैसे solve करें? So a number means take that number as x. 4/5 of x. Exceeds means more. That means the difference. 2/3 of x is 8. So you simplify this, you'll get your answer. Or you solve this equation. Can you please drop your answers in the chat box, everyone? I got one answer, two answers. Okay. Okay. Shrikant, you have not solved the 5th one?
Sir, solving.
Okay, okay. Please do it. Okay, 5th one, I got only one answer so far. 2 answers, 3 answers. Correct, correct. That's correct. Rohit, it is correct. Shailesh, correct. Srikant, also correct. अच्छा 7 का I am getting some contrasting answers. Shailesh, please check once again the 7th one. Sonali, Kaple, correct. Both the Sonalis have given the correct answer. Okay, Aparna, Parul, yes, correct. Manoj, yes. Once you solve it, you'll get the answer as 60. So I'm not solving this equation step by step. Okay, so you have already solved this one. Now look at this. How do I solve this? Through common sense and some small logic. Okay, not by equation. Equation थोड़ा सा traditional method हो जाता है. So equation is the last resort actually. Now when I take 4/5 of a number, किसी number का if you take 4/5, that means this particular number must be divisible by 5. And you will have to take 2/3 of that number as well. That means the number must also be divisible by 3. So you will have to decide how many such numbers in the options, given options, are divisible by 5 as well as 3. Now 5 as well as 3 means it should be divisible by 15. But problem hai, all the numbers are divisible by 15. So how do I proceed on this? So let me assume 30 as my answer. So if I take 4/5 of 30, if I take 4/5 of 30, so 4/5 will give us 24. Okay, 4/5 of 30. If I take 2/3, what will be 2/3 of this? That gives us 20. The difference is not 8. So 30 is not my answer. So I'll try with the next number. What will be 4/5 of 60? So let me write it down here. 60. For 60, what is 4/5? Can anyone tell me? 4/5 of this is
48.
48. Perfect. For 60, I'll take again 2/3. So that is 40. So you see the difference? 8. So this is my answer. Okay. So if you go to the next one, the sum of two numbers is 100 and the difference is 37. Ab is bar I have to take x and y. I don't have any other option because the difference is given. Okay. So if I take the sum as x and y, the difference would be x minus y.
Sir, D option 3700.
Yes, yes, perfect, perfect. So they are talking about the difference between the squares. Now this is very popular squares ka difference, x square minus y square, which is x plus y into x minus y. This is what we have learned in school, right? ये सबसे easy and very popular one. So I already know this. So the answer is 3700. Okay, understood? Shrikant, have you got this answer?
All the answers.
Okay. So, question number 12. Sum of two positive numbers are multiplied by each number separately. Now, ये सबको easily समझ में नहीं आता है. What does this statement mean? The meaning is the sum of two positive numbers. So let's take the two positive numbers as x and y. If you add, this is the sum. Okay. Now the question says that the sum are multiplied by each number separately. मतलब इसी sum को कभी x से multiply करो तो कभी y से multiply करो. Okay, this is what they have mentioned. The products means what? The result that you get after multiplication. So one is 240, another is 160. What is the difference of the two numbers? My goodness, they are asking x minus y. Now this is critical for us. How to find x minus y? Okay, now let us see both x and y are positive numbers, right? So in our school we have learned when we have two equations, we can add equations, we can subtract equations. We do something like that. So वही चीज कुछ सोचते हैं इसके बारे में. What shall I do? Look at this. Can I say if I add, what happens if I add them up? Don't you think x plus y is common in both the numbers left hand side? So it is x plus y into x plus y. If you add, okay, if you add on the left hand side, you'll have to add on the right hand side as well. So 240 plus 160, so that gives us 400. So that means x plus y whole square is 400, which means x plus y is 20. Now you may ask, yesterday I have mentioned that whenever x square equals to whenever you have something like x square equals to 16, then the value of x is plus minus 4. Why I'm not mentioning plus and minus here? Because sum of two positive numbers can never be a negative number. So that's why the answer will be positive here. So if I know x plus y is 20, what if I substitute x plus y here? So I will get x equals to 240 divided by 20, which is 120. Similarly, I'll substitute 20 here. Sorry, this will be 12. Similarly, I'll substitute x plus y in the second equation. So I'll get y as 160 divided by 20, which is 8. So x minus y is 4. Okay. So don't panic. This is one lengthy question. There is no shortcut to figure out what will be the value for this. Okay. Or you can also do one thing. एक चीज कर सकते हो. I'm not mentioning that thing here just because we have not gone through that topic. See, if you take equation, this is alternative solution. Okay, let me mention here alternative. If you divide equation 1, see 1 divided by 2, what I'll get is x plus y and x plus y will be cancelled out. I'll have x and y, x upon y as 240 divided by 160. So that means 3 divided by 2. Okay, 3 divided by 2. So this is what you get as the x and y. Now the problem arises here is x upon y. If I do, this means the ratio of x and y is 3:2. So that means the difference between x point y is 1 unit as per the ratio. Now this 1 unit becomes very difficult to figure out which can be the answer. यहाँ पे 1 is a factor of any number. Now if it is, let's say 4, then I could have said या तो answer 4 है या तो 8, something like this. Okay, so this is a bit involvement of ratio, so we will not be discussing this right now. ठीक है, जब ratio chapter solve करेंगे we'll figure out how to solve this question. Okay, so now moving on to the next. These two are also from the book. 17 equals to 17w upon, it looks something like this. 17 equals, you please try to solve this question. I'll be waiting for your answer. They're asking about this one. It's a square, okay? 2w square, it's not 2. So I'll wait for your answer, everyone. Drop your answers in the chat box, please. Yes, Srikant, that's correct. Aparna, correct. Yes, Rohan, correct. Shailesh, please check once again.
Hi bro, what's going on?
Okay. Yes, yes. 18th ka, many of you have got the correct answer. 18th ka, it's very simple, right? So 15th ka, if we go, you can simply cancel this one.
सर स्कोर क्या हुआ? If 17 is equal to 17w by 1 minus w, find the value of 2w.
So I'll be simply writing down something like this. If you simplify, 1 minus w equals to w. So 2w equals 1, which implies 2w whole square equals to 1 square, which is 1. 18th ka, many of you have given the correct answer. Almost everyone has given the correct answer. Yes. Answer is 1. Yes, correct. A positive integer which when added to 1000 gives a sum which is greater than when it is multiplied by 1000. My goodness.
चुकलंय 17 by
That
0
means something added to 1000 is greater than
ते कोपऱ्यात
something multiplied by 1000. Now, if you take as 3, it will become 1003 and it will be 3000, which is incorrect. If you take 5, it will become 1005 and here you have 5000. This is again incorrect. So, if you check something like this, you will have 1, which is 1001. If you multiply it by 1, becomes 1000. Now, this is correct. Okay. So, many of you have, almost everyone has given the correct answer. Yes. Others also, please respond. If you're not able to solve, just type in the answer type in the chat box that you're not able to solve it. Okay, I'll help you out.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, can you please explain it once again? 18th number.
18th one. Yes, definitely. So let me erase this and then I'll solve it for you again. So the question says a positive integer. I don't know what is it. What is positive integer? So let me assume that positive integer to be x. Now this positive integer, when added to 1000, that means plus 1000, gives a sum. That means this sum is greater than when it is multiplied by 1000. Matlab this sum will be a sum is greater than when the same x is multiplied by 1000. Matlab I need to satisfy this condition. Okay, so I was checking out value by value. So I tried with 3. So if I take the value of x as 3, left hand side I'll get 1003, but on the right hand side I'll get 3000. Can you say it is 1003 greater than 3000? No, not possible at all. So let me put the value of x as 5. So what will happen? I'll get 1005 greater than 5000, but this is incorrect. Likewise, I continue checking for 7 and then finally I checked for 1. If I substitute 1 here, I'll get 1001 and on the right hand side I'll get 1000. Now this condition is true, right? 1001 is greater than 1000. Okay, so only 1 satisfies this condition. That's why your answer is 1. Am I clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So moving on to the next question. Okay, so we are done with the questions. Okay, the divisibility rules. Okay, it's a very a short concept, and I'm telling you, nobody will ask you some direct questions on divisibility rules. Okay, this will be like a part of a calculation that will help you in calculation. People used to ask questions on divisibility rules long time back, like pre-COVID era. Now they don't ask. Okay. So divisibility rules is something very simple. Without even dividing a number, we will simply check whether a given number is divisible by that number or not. Say for example, a by x means a divided by x. Is a divisible by x or not? We need to confirm without actual division. Okay. So a is divisible by x without actual division. Okay, without performing actual division, we need to check. So this is the divisibility rules. So I'll go by table. Okay, you don't have to write everything. Okay, I'll share this PPT with you. Okay, in the form of PDF so that you can go through the table. So this one not required. We know any number is always divisible by 1. You don't have to write anything on this. How do we test whether a given number is divisible by 2 or not? We check the last number, right? See, here we have 3, 3, 1, 5. So the entire number is not divisible by 2. Now, 2 has a similarity with 4 and 8. Okay, how come? For 2, we check the last digit. For 4, we check the last 2 digit. For 8, we check the last 3 digits. Okay, see, look at this. The number 29324. So last 2 digit is 24. The remaining numbers are not important for us. So if the last 2 digit is divisible by 4, yes. Okay. So same case for 8, check the last 3 digit only. अब बोलोगे ये 2 3 2 digit 3 digit, how to identify? Very simple. This is 2 raised to 1. This is 2 square. This is 2 cube. पावर में जो है ना उतने number of digits you check. Okay. Now you may ask, okay, so can I check? Can I formulate the rule for 16? Yes, you can. 16 is 2 to the power 4. ऊपर जो power 4 है, that means to test whether a given number is divisible by 16, you check the last 4 digit only. Okay. Say for example, I have a number 95716662432. Now this is a large number. मैं ये कैसे चेक करूं कि ये 16 से divisible है कि नहीं? I will check only the last 4 digit. If it is divisible by 16, the entire number will be divisible by 16. This is the method. Okay. Same rule goes for 5. Okay. So 5, we check the last digit, right? So for 25, we check the last 2 digit. For 125, we check the last 3 digit. अब बोलोगे इसमें क्या similarity है? Why I'm following the same pattern for 25, 125 as well? Look at this. This is 5 raised to 1, 5 square, and 5 cube, and so on. That means whether a given number is divisible by 5 or not, I'll check the last digit. Whether a given number is divisible by 25 or not, I'll check the last 2 digit. For 125, I'll check the last 3 digit. Look at this. अगर मैं इसको सोचूं, if I want to test whether this number is divisible by 25 or not, that means I will check only the last 2 digit. Is 45 divisible by 25? Answer is no. So the entire number will not be divisible by 25. That's it. Okay. So this is how we understand. Now next is 3. 3 has a similarity with 9. How? For 3, we check the sum of the digits, and for 9 also we check the sum of the digits. Okay. Say for example 381. 3 plus 8 plus 1, that this gives us a sum 12, which is divisible by 3. So the entire 381 is divisible by 3. Okay. Same for goes for 9. So 1, let's say this is the number 1629. So 1629 is a number. If I add them up, so I'll get a sum which is 1 plus 6 as 7, 7 plus 2 as 9, plus 9 is 18. So 18 is divisible by 9. So this entire number will be divisible by 9. Okay. So this is the rule. So am I clear on this, everyone? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So don't worry, you don't have to write each and everything. Okay, I'll be sharing this everything with you. So moving on to one more rule. Um, this one, these two not very important, but if you want to go through it, you can go through it. Um, this one is important. 10 raised to n plus 1. That means the numbers like 11, 111 and so on. Out of all these, 11 is important. Okay, so we will be looking at the number 11 only. Okay, so rule for 11. Okay, say for example, I have a number 1179361. Okay, say for example, how do I test whether a given number is divisible by 11 or not? Look at this rule very carefully. Okay, applicable to all the cases. So now look at this. Start from either left or right, doesn't matter at all. Go on adding the alternate digits. Start from the left. 1 plus 7, I got 8. 8 plus 3, 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 plus 2 is 13. Now try to add the remaining digits. So 1 plus 9, that's 10. 10 plus, so sorry, 9, 10 plus 6, which is 16. 16 plus 1, that gives us 17. Now 17 minus 13 is 4, and it is not divisible by 11. Hence, the entire number is not divisible by 11. Are you getting this? So this difference, the difference between the sum of alternate digits, okay, should always be divisible by 11. So another example, if I say 5, 8, another example, okay, 5, 8, 4, 2, 3, 2. Okay, now let me identify whether it is divisible by 11 or not. I'll do the same process. Start from any direction, and you will add the alternate digits. Just give me a moment. Let me change the ink. So let me start from this direction. 1 plus, 5 plus 4, that's 9. 9 plus 3, that's 12. So I'll write 12 here. You add the remaining alternate digits. 8 plus 2, 10. 10 plus 2, that's 12. Now you have 12 minus 12, which is 0. Now since it's 0, that means it is divisible by 11. Okay. So the difference that you get should always be divisible by 11, okay, or multiples of 11, you can say. So always remember, जो भी difference आएगा वो 0 होना चाहिए या तो 11 से divisible होना चाहिए. So this is the only rule. Okay. So another example, if I say, let's say 9, let's say 9 to 9, let's say 2, let's say 0 and then 5. Let's talk about this number. Okay, so 9292505. So if I go on adding the alternate digits, okay, so let me see, what do I get? 9 plus 9, 18. 18 plus 5 is 23. Okay, now 23 minus 2 plus 0. 2 plus 0 is 2. See, 23 minus 2, that gives us 21. Is 21 divisible by 11? The answer is no. So this entire number is not divisible by 11. Okay, so this is the rule for 11. So now you may ask, how did I get 11 in this rule, this particular rule? Now 11 means what? You put n ka value as 1, So you start grouping n digits, means single digit from left to right, okay, and then add them with alternate signs. Alternate signs means what? 5, 8, 4, 2, 3, 2. You make it plus, make it minus, make it plus, make it minus, plus and minus. It's the same thing. 5 plus 4 plus 3, then 8 plus 2 plus 2 minus. That's it. It's the same thing. Okay. So understand this rule, that always go on adding the alternate digits only. Either you start from left to right or right to left. Doesn't matter at all. Okay. So remember only this rule. So moving on to the next one. What happens if we check for composite numbers? Now, what do you mean by composite numbers? The numbers like 6, how do you test the divisibility? Look at this. In the table, I have 6 as the only composite number with multiple prime numbers. That means 6 को बनाते कैसे हैं? 2 into 3. Okay? तो 6 को बनने के लिए मेरे पास दो अलग अलग प्राइम नंबर्स की जरूरत है. Whereas 8 को बनाने में मुझे एक ही प्राइम नंबर की जरूरत है, that is 2. So this difference we need to figure out. कैसे? वो देखो. Whenever we have a composite number, so numbers which goes something like this. Say for example 24. Okay. Say for example the number is 24. मुझे एक ऐसा 24 का रूल बनाना है जिससे मैं पता कर सकूं that the given number is divisible by 24 or not. Okay. So step number 1, you factorize 24 in such a way that the HCF is 1. Between the factors it is 1. 24 को मैंने इस तरीके से फैक्टराइज किया जहां पे 8 और 3 is 8 into 3 is 24. The HCF of 8 and 3 is 1. If you look at the factorization for 24, you have 6 into 4 as well. You have 12 into 2 as well. मतलब आप 3 अलग अलग तरीके से फैक्टराइज कर सकते थे, लेकिन इसमें सिलेक्ट कौन सा करना है? Only the one which has HCF 1. इसको हम बोलेंगे को-प्राइम पेयर्स. को-प्राइम वो होता है, देखो नाम से you cannot judge them as the prime numbers. Okay. Co-prime numbers are nothing but co-prime pairs are those pairs whose HCF is 1. Okay. So these are called as co-prime. So any number which is divisible by 8, any number when divided by 8 and 3 दोनों से divide हो सकता है, means it is divisible by 24. Similarly, if I check for 18, 18 के लिए मैं कौन से नंबर से चेक करूंगा? 9 and 2. Why? Because 18 can be written as 9 into 2 or 6 into 3. So why I'm not selecting this? Because it is not co-prime. ये co-prime नहीं है, ये co-prime है. Co-prime means HCF is 1. So any number divisible by 9 and 2, the number is divisible by. हाँ.
आप जो लिख रहे हो वो नहीं देख पा रहे हैं.
अभी भी नहीं दिख रहा है.
अभी दिख रहा है.
So similarly, अगर मुझे 12 से डिवाइड होगा कि नहीं होगा वो चेक करना है, तो आई विल चेक फॉर 4 and 3. तो मैं ये ऐसे 4 and 3 क्यों सिलेक्ट कर रहा हूँ? Because 12 is equivalent to 4 into 3 and 4 and 3 are co-prime pairs. Okay? ये हमेशा याद रखना. How about 15? 15 तो दो ही पेयर बनेंगे, 5 into 3. 36. Now 36 के लिए when you factorize, you can write 36 as 12 into 3. You can write 36 as 4 into 9. You can write 36 as 18 into 2. तो आप इनमें से कौन सा पेयर सिलेक्ट करोगे? The pair which has HCF as 1. जहाँ पे HCF 1 है, वही पेयर आपको सिलेक्ट करने हैं. Okay? So I'm selecting 4 and 9. Okay, so that means any number which is divisible by 9 as well as 4, the number will be divisible by 36. Okay, so this is how we check. Okay, so ये छोटा सा reason है why we are selecting a number whose HCF is 1, because whenever I say any number divisible by 9 and 4, the number should be divisible by LCM of 9 and 4, which is 9 into 4, 36. ये reason है ऐसे number को break down करने का. Okay, so we'll learn this when we solve examples. So when I say, for example, any number is divisible by 4, 6 and 9, the number must be divisible by LCM of 4, 6 and 9, which is 36. So I have this question. How many numbers? Acha, before going into this question, let me solve an easier one. Can you try this question? Find the least values of x and y so that the number 5x 4 2 3y is divisible by 88. अब देखो 88 का डिविजिबिलिटी रूल हमें उस टेबल में तो नहीं था, तो हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा? 88 is a composite number, so we will try to split या factorize 88. Can anyone tell me 88 को हम कैसे factorize कर सकते हैं? Can we do 44 into 2?
Yes.
Or 4 into 22? Or 8 into 11? Right? इनमें से कौन सा पेयर आप सिलेक्ट करोगे? What is the reason? What is the idea behind selecting the pairs? क्या क्या होना चाहिए? What is the requirement?
ऊपर वाला सर 44 into 2.
44 into 2. Why 44 into 2? हमारे पास necessary condition क्या था?
1 HCF 1 होना चाहिए.
HCF 1 होना चाहिए, बट अगर आप 42 and 2 सिलेक्ट करोगे ना,
नहीं
तो इनका HCF 1 नहीं आएगा.
2 आएगा.
हाँ, तो हमें ये पेयर को रिजेक्ट करना पड़ेगा.
18
What else? Yes, कोई भी नंबर 8 से डिविजिबल हो और 11 से डिविजिबल हो, तो आई कैन डेफिनेटली से वो 88 से डिवाइड हो ही जाएगा. नाउ अब हमारे पास x एंड y का वैल्यूज बिठा के चेक करना पड़ेगा कि पहले 8 से डिवाइड हो फिर 11 से हो. ओके, अब कॉमन सेंस ये कहता है कि सिंस 8 एक इवन नंबर है, ठीक है, इवन नंबर हमेशा इवन नंबर को ही डिवाइड करेगा. तो जरा सोचो, द वैल्यू ऑफ y क्या हम 5 बिठा सकते हैं? अगर ये वाला अगर मैं वैल्यू सिलेक्ट करूं तो y के जगह पे इट विल कम एज 5, तो मतलब वो नंबर ऑड नंबर बन जाएगा. दैट मींस 88 से कभी जिंदगी में डिवाइड नहीं हो पाएगा, राइट? तो मतलब y का वैल्यू जो है हमें इवन नंबर सिलेक्ट करना पड़ेगा. सो आई एम रिजेक्टिंग ऑप्शन नंबर बी एंड ऑप्शन नंबर डी. व्हाई? बिकॉज इट हैज गॉट the value of y as 5. If you put y as 5, the number becomes an odd number. Okay, so moving on to these two options. तो मैंने सोचा 9 and 4 को बिठा के चेक कर लेता हूँ. So if I place this, the number will look like this: 5 9 4 2 3 4. अब मुझे टेस्ट करना है whether this number is divisible by 8 or not. पहले 8 से टेस्ट करते हैं. Okay, so do you remember how to test whether the number is divisible by 8 or not? क्या कंडीशन था, कैसे चेक करेंगे? We check the last 3 digit. ठीक है, for 8 we check 2 3 4. Is it divisible by 8? क्या हम डिवाइड कर सकते हैं इसको? कैन एनीवन टेल मी? क्या 2 3 4 8 से डिवाइड हो पाएगा?
5 and 4, no.
I'm waiting for your response. Is it divisible by 8? Am I not audible properly?
No.
Am I still not audible properly?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so my question is very simple. Whether 2 3 4 is divisible by 8 or not?
Not sir.
That-
Not sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
Correct. So that means अगर 8 से ही डिवाइड नहीं हो रहा है तो मैं 11 से चेक करूंगा ही नहीं, जरूरत नहीं है। 8 से नहीं डिवाइड हो रहा तो 8 से होगा ही नहीं। That means this option is incorrect. So if I try out the next remaining options, common sense ये कहता है कि अगर 4 ऑप्शन में से 3 फेल हो गए तो चौथा वाला, that is the fourth option, should be correct answer. So let me check by the way. 5 8 4 2 3 2. This will be my number if I substitute x and y as this. तो मैं पहले 8 के लिए इनको चेक करता हूँ, और 8 2 3 2 डिविजिबल बाय 8 है, यस। 8 2 जा 16, फिर 72, 8 9
Yes, sir.
72, तो 29 टाइम्स हो रहा है ना। अगर 8 से है तो मैं 11 से भी चेक करूंगा, और 11, तो 11 के लिए व्हाट इज द कंडीशन? क्या क्या चेक करते हैं हम लोग? ऑल्टरनेट पोजीशंस में ऐड करो, 4 5 हो गए 9, 9 3 हो गए 12, 8 2 and 2. This is also 12. So I can say this is 12 minus 12, which is 0. So divisible by 11. या तो 0 आना चाहिए, या तो that difference has to be divisible by 11. So that means this number is divisible by 8 as well as 11. That means it is divisible by 88. So the possible values of x and y is 8 and 2. Okay. So am I clear on this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'll go back to the previous question. This is again very interesting one. Please solve similar questions का pattern. Okay. This is an important question. So I told you directly they don't ask the divisibility rule. They put the divisibility rule somewhere in between the other questions. So this is how they put up. So the question goes like this: how many numbers between 100 and 500? This between means what? You cannot include 100, you cannot include 500. That means your numbers will be from 101 to 499. ओके, तो हमें ऐसे नंबर्स ढूंढने हैं जो 2 से भी हो, 3 से भी हो एंड 7 से भी हो। सो डू यू रिमेम्बर दैट अगर हम लोगों को ऐसा नंबर्स मिलता है स्प्लिटेड फॉर्म में, लुक एट दिस, नंबर डिविजिबल बाय 4 6 एंड 9, तो उसके एलसीएम से डिवाइड होनी चाहिए। दैट मींस हियर विल बी गोइंग इन अ रिवर्स वे। कोई भी नंबर अगर 2 से भी डिवाइड हो रहा है, 3 से भी हो रहा है, 7 से भी हो रहा है, मींस the number must be divisible by the LCM. What is the LCM of 237? 42. तो कहने का मतलब ये है कि 100 से लेके 500 में ऐसे कितने 42 के मल्टीपल्स हैं, ऐसे how many numbers are there which are divisible by 42? That we need to figure out. So I thought कि manually let me try. 42 is a number which is divisible by 42. Next number is 84. Next number is 126. Next number is 168, and so on. But if I keep on writing like this, तो बहुत time लग जाएगा. So I thought upon a plan. Let me reduce the number. Let me take a smaller number. Okay. Let me say how many numbers from 1 to 20. From 1 to how many numbers from 1 to 20 are divisible by 3? How many numbers from 1 to 20 are divisible by 3? Okay. So if I manually check, these are the numbers 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. These are the only numbers, right? कितने हो गए? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 numbers. Okay. So now look at this. I take the larger, yani higher range, 20 divided by 3. The quotient is 6. I am talking about quotient, okay, not the remainder. आप point लेके divide करने मत जाना. Simply take the quotient. Okay. So same likewise, let me try a number 42 के लिए between 100 and 500. So what I'll do is I'll simply check from 1 to 500. 1 से लेकर 500 में ऐसे कितने होंगे? I tried the same way. 500 divided by 42, which is 11. 11 is nothing but the quotient. जैसे मैंने यहाँ पे try किया. Similarly, if I try number of multiples of 42 less than 100, means 1 to 100. So I'll say 100 by 42. The quotient is 2. तो कहने का मतलब ये है कि 1 से लेकर 500 में 42 के मल्टीपल्स जो है वो 11 होते हैं, और 1 से लेकर 100 तक 42 के 2 मल्टीपल्स हैं. तो अगर बिटवीन 100 एंड 500 चेक करूं तो ये हो जाएगा 11 minus 2. आंसर इज 9. ओके. तो while solving I will simply do 500 divided by 42 minus 100 divided by 42. Take the quotient only. So answer is 11 minus 2 is 9. Okay. So have you understood this one?
No, sir.
Guys, have you understood? Everyone? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
ओके. सो ऐसा क्वेश्चन अगर आता है तो आप सिंपली टेक द हायर रेंज डिवाइड बाय द एलसीएम माइनस टेक द लोअर रेंज डिवाइड बाय द एलसीएम. सो जो भी क्वेश्चन आता है उसको माइनस करो, यू विल गेट योर आंसर. ठीक है?
Hello, sir.
इफ यू डोंट वांट टू मच. यस बोलो.
Sir,
Yes, please go ahead. हाँ.
Why we are taking 42?
अच्छा, why we are taking 42?
Yeah, sir.
हाँ, because whenever any number is divisible by 2, ऐसा नंबर जो 2 से भी डिवाइड हो, 3 से भी डिवाइड हो और 7 से भी डिवाइड हो, वो इनके एलसीएम से डिवाइड होता ही है. एलसीएम ऑफ 2, 3 and 7 is 42. ठीक है? अगर मैं ऐसे बोलूं कि चलो एक ऐसा नंबर है जो 4 से भी डिवाइड हो, ऐसा नंबर फॉर एग्जांपल ऐसा नंबर है जो 4 से भी डिवाइड हो और 3 से डिवाइड हो. मतलब 4 से डिवाइड होंगे मतलब क्या है? 4 से डिवाइड होने वाले व्हाट आर द नंबर्स डिविजिबल बाय 4 इज द नंबर 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24 and so on. 3 से डिवाइड होने वाले नंबर्स क्या क्या हैं? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24 एंड सो ऑन. लुक एट दिस. अगर मैं बोलूं कोई भी नंबर 3 और 4 से दोनों से डिवाइड होता है, वो है 12, which is the LCM of 4 and 3. Next number is 24, which is इसका ही डबल है. ठीक है, इसीलिए LCM लिया जाता है. कोई भी नंबर अलग अलग नंबर से डिवाइड होना है मतलब उसके LCM से तो डिवाइड होगा ही होगा. सो 12 एक ऐसा नंबर है जो 4 and 3 का LCM है. सो 12 is a number which is जो नंबर 12 से डिवाइड होगा वो 4 से भी डिवाइड होगा, 3 से भी डिवाइड होगा. दैट इज द मीनिंग. ओके, सो कोई भी नंबर अगर 42 से डिवाइड होता है तो वो 2 से भी डिवाइड होगा, 3 से भी होगा, 7 से भी होगा. क्लियर?
ओके सर, मतलब वो उसके मल्टीपल में हो सकता है तो
हाँ,
जैसा.
यस, करेक्ट करेक्ट. Okay, so this is one interesting question. I will leave it as a homework for you. ठीक है? The hint is put n as n equals to 1. Okay, so you come up with the solution in the next session, that is tomorrow. Okay, so I think we can end up the session. Let me take your attendance please. Okay, please do not leave the session. I'll take your attendance. I'll call out the names. Okay, please do respond. Vishwajit, are you present there? Vishwajit, are you there? Please do respond. I'm taking your attendance. Okay. So Vishwajit is not there. Sejal is there. I am not sure why people are not responding. Dipali, is she there?
Present sir.
Okay. Pradeep was present if I'm not wrong. Pradeep, are you there? Rohan,
Present, sir.
Poonam, you there? Poonam is not there. Aparna is there, right? Rohit?
Present, sir.
Okay. Sarthak? Sarthak is not there.
Present.
Swapnil? Sarthak is there.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. Swapnil? Lakhan?
Present, sir.
Shailesh is there. Kunal Patil? Kunal is not responding. Pranay?